Yeah, you know, like on
of
screen,
Fuck you.
you don't seem like you're clustered at all, but like in person, you're like, whoa, dude, you're halfway inside my space, man. My bubble. Oof.
This
Yeah,
is
but
your
on,
room.
on the screen, it's just like,
Yeah.
you guys in the garage or where? Welcome to the Gamers Corner. I am Dima, Justin, Mark, and we got special guest Chris here with us. We're going to be discussing blurred lines between PC and console. Now, we got this kind of a top 5 episodes that we're going to be doing. So this episode is blurred lines between PC and console. And roll that beautiful Gamers Corner footage. Welcome back. So as PCs, they're kind of maxed out. So there's a new graphics card that came out, the NVIDIA 180 or something like that. I think that's what it is, and it's pretty boosty. But at the same time, they're kind of hitting this peak shelf with graphics cards and things for the PC. And so when that starts to slow down, the consoles are starting to catch up, right? With the new Xbox and the PlayStation releasing their own version of 4K compatible shit.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Is it necessary? Is it needed, you know?
Well, PCs are always going to be used to develop games, obviously. It's just a lot easier on the development side. And the consoles are just basically PCs that are fixed. Like
Yeah.
Fixed PC, so they know what they're making it for, which is actually easier. The specifications.
I kind of like consoles because generally everything runs on the console. There's no like incompatible graphics cards or
Right,
something.
yeah.
You
You
don't
know?
have to update your drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continuously with NVIDIA, I have to, every time a new game comes out, they're like, we've come out with a new driver just so it's good, you know.
Top
It's
of the
like
line,
another
what you
200
need,
meg
man.
download, and here in Alaska, for me, here in this location, it's like, oh my god, okay, you know, click
like
download,
playing
wait
there.
5 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
I say 5 minutes.
What you
Consoles,
really mean is an hour and a half.
What I mean, no, I mean like 7.
Well, yeah.
consoles still kind of have that. Like, they patch basically every game all the time, but it's like force push to you. You play the
Yeah.
game, it happens. You don't have to like Google it and try to find out where to find it, see if it's the right one for your console.
Right.
It's just like so much more streamlined.
Well, and for me, I use the NVIDIA GeForce Experience, so I don't have to do any of that searching and nonsense. It just, if you don't have that, I highly
Well, I
recommend
have
you
it,
get
but it's still like, it doesn't do it automatically for me because I don't know what the hell it is. It's something with it. It has some sort of internet error. It's a pain in the butt for me. So
Gotcha.
I don't really care because the games I have, I'm not like buying them. All the new ones I'm getting, I'm not buying them. You know,
Yeah.
or like the ones that are released. I'm sorry, I'm not buying. So I don't really care.
Are you stealing them?
I'm not.
Where are you getting them?
I'm not getting them.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you.
Chris, do you
They
play
get
PC?
released, but I'm not buying them, so I don't need to upgrade.
I have a PC. I rarely play it because of all the issues.
Yeah.
Like, I bought Overwatch, but I can't play Overwatch. It doesn't support my graphics card. Even though it can play, you know, new-ish games. But it's
Yeah.
PC.
Are you playing on a lap? Oh, you have a laptop too, right?
I have a laptop also. But
Yeah.
then Blizzard, like, shut my account down, and
Blizzard!
that.
You bastards.
Well, that's to be expected.
And most
Yeah.
major games eventually come to consoles, if not first. Some stuff is later to PC, and vice versa. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of
I'm still waiting for Destiny to come out on PC. They
Which is actually a surprise.
That's
If
big.
they're developing for PC, why not release
Right.
first on PC?
And because they launched it for PlayStation and Xbox first, and then they said, okay, coming to coming from console to PC in fall of 2015. Well, it's well past fall of 2015, and it's still not here. So
Huh.
I would expect more out of a Microsoft company. You dirty bastards.
Maybe 2017.
and
maybe.
with that Microsoft owns Xbox, obviously. They also own Windows, so that line is blurring. Like, if you going in the future, a lot of Xbox games that you buy, they're going to give you the copy on Windows and vice versa also. So.
Right.
Which we found out they have already put the kibosh on giving a friend a game. Cause when you
Really?
because Justin tried to give me
my Quantum Break code.
Yeah, and I
Oh.
tried to put it in, and they're like, "This is a code that's attached to a different Microsoft account than yours." So I was like, "Oh,
So yeah, it's not
Really?
like a free copy of the game.
It's
that you can give away or anything. so.
Those motherfuckers.
yeah."
God damn
But
it.
I mean, it was a free bonus thing, so it's not like I lost anything. But
Yeah, it would have been cool had I been able to. I mean, I guess we could if I had your Windows information on my computer, and I just yes, this is Justin's computer. Feel free to put your stuff on there. Maybe that's what we need to do is
That's,
just start having shared Windows.
Didn't they have? Oh, okay. So that was the complicated thing with the Xbox when they first came out with the One, wasn't it? Like you have to, like, to transfer ownership, you have to go through all these little steps of games, right? And there was like I think it was the E3 2014 or 14 maybe, where they were like PlayStation made fun of them, like. Here's how you exchange games with a friend with a PlayStation. Here you go. All right, thanks. You know.
Yeah.
You can do it on Xbox. It's kind of a sneaky way. Do the home swap.
it's very similar to PlayStation 3 had
Home
that.
swap.
That's what I call it. You set your home to like a friend's Xbox, and they vice versa. And every time one of you buys a game, you both get it.
Yeah. But it's limited how many times you can do that, right?
Well, you can only like be swapped with one person.
Right, yeah. Kind of like, remember PlayStation 3, like you could give your games to a couple, like 4 or 5 different people.
Oh, right. With the downloaded version.
Yeah. The digital,
Okay,
yeah.
The digital, yeah.
Just digital.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Steam's file, like folder sharing that we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Okay.
except with that, is it a limited amount of users or
Yeah, it's only 10.
10?
You can only share it with
Okay.
10 people, but
It's still a lot.
yeah, it's like
That is a
that's
lot,
more Steam
yeah.
friends
Who
than I
has
have.
That's
10
more
friends?
friends than I have?
Yeah,
Can you
right.
play the shared games like at the same time on Steam?
No,
No, that's
Only-
the downside.
the
yeah.
downside is only one library can be in use at
Yeah.
a time. So like,
And that's library. Like, so if he's playing any game,
Any one of
his
my
library is
games.
shut down.
Oh,
no one
that's
else can
it.
play it.
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
And the owner of the library takes precedence. So like if I was playing Lords of the Fallen, and then you
Right.
got on to play one of your games, and it was like, oh, you're done.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit,
Should have texted me.
what's going on?
You
No,
should've been- you
it's
should've
your
been like, hey,
library.
man,
I'm not. Hey,
So,
don't play your games.
You
I'm
could do
playing
like
right now.
like a timeshare with Steam. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be using
Listen,
Steam.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm on your
Right.
Steam, and then you could have it for the rest
But
of
then you're going to get that guy who only has one game, but he wants all your games.
Trade with me, bro.
Yeah, it has to be even. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna. Mark, how many games you got? Oh, I have one.
Right.
Which one? Half-Life 2.
Half-Life.
Free
All
Not
right,
the
so
third
the one that comes with Steam. Okay. All right.
Gary's mug.
But I bought it
Deal.
back in 2004 when it first came out.
Yeah.
My TF2 has the proof of purchase medallion.
I think mine does too. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care.
So PCs also have a problem with like pirating games. It's a lot harder on consoles, so that might be one of the
Yeah.
reasons companies avoid PC.
It is a lot tougher on consoles. I mean, you have to like do
These
physical modding now.
You have
You know?
to have a soldering iron sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Original
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Which Chris is pretty good at.
Yeah.
He's got a
It's really hard now, though, with the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly updating the system.
yeah.
If they find out you mess with it, they just shut you off of the system. Off
Yeah.
alive.
Nice. So it's like on there, and they're like, oh, we're done with that
Oh,
guy.
Yeah.
you're bad.
This a-hole is stealing our shit.
I'm really curious about why PlayStation or Sony decided to go back on their word where PS3 could be an open software.
Oh yeah. Well, it's because
System.
of pirating. That's why people are using Linux to pirate games, and that's why they stopped it. And now they owe a lot of people money. If you can go
Those pirates, it's a win-win for them, really.
Well, the process of getting that money is going to be a pain in the ass, and it's
Yeah.
like $55, and you have to like be able to
You have to
prove,
prove it,
that
yeah.
you used Linux during that time period, and
Yeah.
How do you prove it? You need like a
like
picture?
yeah, a picture,
Me with
like a
my Linux.
Polaroid
You just happen to,
Yeah.
selfie.
Here's a picture with Linux and all my games that I pirated.
There's a lesser money you can get for like less steps, which is probably easier. I think it's only like $10, but
I'll take it.
Take the payout.
Just
$10 free
yeah.
dollars.
sweet. Did you actually use Linux spec on there, please?
Don't admit
no.
that on camera. If you want that $10,
No, I
That's
actually
what I
never did. I wanted to, and
Well, yeah, the $10 one is also just if you wanted to. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
that
there you
was,
go.
If that was part of the reason you bought the console, they actually mentioned that in the lawsuit.
I wanted to, and then right around the time I was set up to do it, it was actually I was a couple updates short or late, so it was already like, oh no, if
They'd
you
already
want a
locked it
Linux,
out.
you're already you're too late for it. So, and I wasn't even aware of it, so because I was just a dumb gamer back then who wanted to explore a little bit. I guess I don't know. Doesn't matter.
So with consoles, you're talking about 4K, and they're both doing that. The new Xbox and the new PlayStation. But the new Xbox is also doing HDR, high dynamic range.
Mm-hmm.
But all this stuff, like TVs, aren't evolving that fast. Like they're there, but they're super expensive. Nobody
The
has them.
4Ks
Yeah, I was
are
gonna say
they
that.
have high dynamic range or they have HDR, but it's not like fantastic. It's
Right.
like well,
We're still new.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
in 5-10 years, everybody will have it, and they'll probably be really cool, just like HD was. And
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to burst your guys'
1080.
bubble, but HDR and Bloom and all that has been on PC
Yeah.
since
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
2003.
yeah,
I don't
2004,
I
I
don't
think.
honestly notice the difference with HDR on or off on any game that I play. I'm like, doesn't.
but for a PC, you only need a monitor this big. If you're a TV,
60-inch
Six times
HDR
that
is
size,
going to be.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever. I'm not going to say ever. It's just going to take a lot for me to buy a 4K TV. It's going to have to be like a really good price, like $200. Okay, I'll take it. And like my TV has to break. My TV literally has to like.
You will have to need to get a
yeah.
new TV anyways, and you're like, oh, might as well. But
Might as well upgrade, for $200.
same here. Like my TV's HD, old HD, but it's like 60 inches. So to
480p is technically HD.
oh well, it's like 720.
Okay,
But still, to get like an equivalent 4K that size would probably be pretty expensive.
Yep.
Yeah. Upwards of the
what
1,000
size?
to 2,000.
Like 60.
Oh, it's 60.
Yeah.
It's a big one. 60 at 720.
You can see every
crazy.
pixel.
It's
Is it
projection.
projector? Oh, okay, it's a
Yeah.
projector. Okay. All right. Well, they have 4K projectors. I think running at a lower price than TVs. You just have to have the
It's
screen.
projection.
Yeah.
It's cool. Someone
Just
was
go
gonna
down to
throw
the
it out.
theater.
Yeah, or just take my Xbox.
Hook it up.
Just take theirs.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A massive whatever they have.
I was at one of the pub crawls like back in like 2011, and someone on 4th Avenue in Anchorage had set up a projector on the side of it was either not the Avenue bar. Why can't it? Someone with the anchor on
Anchor?
it. Yeah, the anchor bar, I guess. Yeah, there you go. And it was on the side of that, and they were playing like Super Nintendo, like classic games up on like the side of this bar that was like, 2
That's
stories
pretty cool.
tall. I was like, that's sweet. Mario's actually crunching bricks right now.
he's like,
in real size.
he's a real size car.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That would be fun to do. Chris,
Get on that.
Okay, I'll get on that.
you've had that projector for a while.
No, I don't have a projector anymore. I have a projection
Projection
TV.
TV. Oh,
What does that even mean?
oh, it's a big box.
It's like-
it's a rear projection.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So it's like 3
It
feet
is.
deep.
It's heavy.
How
Takes a
heavy is
while
that
to
thing?
warm up. It's light.
It's like
I used to have a flat screen CRT. Those are heavy.
Yeah.
This thing's just full of air, so it's relatively light.
oh, okay.
But it is massive. It's not thin by any means. Yeah.
It's low profile.
Yeah.
This one's only 3 feet compared to the normal 4.
I used to do LAN parties at Ryan's house, and he lived in a loft. And he had to climb a ladder to get up to it. So and this is back in the days when PCs were these heavy,
Oh
giant
my
monitors.
God.
I was like lugging it up a ladder. It was ridiculous.
Oh, that was awful.
Good
I
times.
remember I had my 20-inch monitor. My big boy.
That must have
Hated that thing. It was 50 pounds.
Yeah, it's got
You know,
and they're so
nasty brick.
awkward. Like,
Yeah. there you don't know which side is heavy. It's always the front because that glass is like this thick.
Yeah.
You know,
But they're
2
like
inches,
longer in the
yeah.
back, so it's
Yeah,
You have to hold it with the front and just kind of cradle
like,
it.
just hope it doesn't flip out.
Ugh.
so eventually TVs will be capable of doing this stuff for cheap. But
Yeah, I was really happy to get a flat screen TV. I was like, man, I can't believe all the space all of a sudden I have, you know? And it was
Yeah,
really-
no.
It was groovy.
Well, yeah, because I bought my first LCD flat screen monitor in 2005,
Mhm.
and that was mind blowing. It's like when you
Yeah.
upgrade to SSD from HDDs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like the difference is so ridiculous, and you could never go back. Like, can you imagine trying
Why
to go
would
back
you?
to flat screen?
Yeah.
Go back to the CRTs.
It's that
I would
contrast
never.
ratio, man. You gotta go back for it.
Yeah.
And the radiation that it gives you.
Yeah. The warmth.
Yeah. Warms up your entire room. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the workout from moving it place to place.
I remember
ice.
I had a
cream.
LAN party at my place, and people brought their PCs. I don't know if they had. I think somebody brought their old cathode ray monitor and just like plopped it on a you know, and that's I was like, okay, I have a plastic card table. It's like, okay, this thing.
Sad.
I mean, I know everybody's got monitors, right? You know, everybody's got these flat monitors now. They're nothing, you know, they don't weigh anything. This guy brings in just a giant. Ooh, man. Okay, you got to put it on the corner, dude. I don't even remember. Chuck? No, it wasn't Chuck. I can't remember who it was.
Chuck's too up on his tech for that.
Yeah, maybe. He might be. Not no longer. I don't know. Maybe he is still.
So we were talking
ahead.
about so consoles are easier to develop for because it's all standardized. Like you have the Xbox or you have the PlayStation, but it's getting more complicated because now we're gonna have the PlayStation Neo, the regular PlayStation 4, the
Yeah.
Xbox, the Xbox Scorpio, and they're not all the same specs anymore, and it's just gonna get more and more complicated.
And if you put Windows on there, that's just gonna screw everything up.
It always does.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know. Game prices haven't changed,
Yeah.
which
Standard
is
60.
which is great. I still think $60 is kind of a lot, but
Counting inflation, they're cheaper than they've ever been.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I remember cartridges for like the Super Nintendo, $70 sometimes.
Well, and some games are way over that, like specific games.
Yeah, and now you go back to buy those. Of course, they're like collector's items, and they're like
Yeah, you can't.
$200.
Cartridges themselves are expensive to make, though. So.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just heard this rumor. The new Nintendo is like someone found like a copyright or like a future copyright for the new Nintendo. It mentions cartridges again, so they might be going back to cartridges.
Oh, dear.
The NX. I mean, that was what I liked about cartridges is like, where's the loading time?
Yeah, it's
There is
got
none,
nothing,
You
but-
know.
It's just not cost effective, which is it's probably more cost effective now just because technology advances. But
Yeah. But I'm really on the whole digital download anyways too. Having a physical disc is nice, but if it's broken, it's lost. That's it.
That's the unfortunate thing about
Yeah.
cartridges and any physical.
And I've broken a many of DVDs, man. I've stepped on them. I literally had one for 2 days, and I was doing something, and I stepped on the case. Crunch. Man, come on. Well, the game sucked then. It was Demigod, but I was like,
you guys ever put a cracked
Still,
disc in your computer? It shatters eventually. Like it's spinning fast enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's scary.
it will.
And then you got shrapnel.
Yeah, all up in the thing.
Is that why you don't play PC anymore?
Yeah, I got shrapnel. Took a shard to the knee.
Yeah. I used to be in the
Get 'em
army.
out. I don't know how people could really react to it when those come out. I mean, I kind of want one, but I'm not gonna get a 4K for it to match it. I just don't need it. I might in 7 to 10 to 12 years. I don't know, depending on when my TV goes out.
Right.
You know, maybe I'll upgrade. But as far as the systems, the consoles, it's kind of like it's kind of a trick. Like you need this, you really need this, so get it. You know,
Right,
it's
it's a
like, do
consumer.
I really though? I don't see myself needing it. for you, somebody like you, you probably should get it because your TV is giant, and an upgrade on graphics would actually look really good on your TV. You know, so
But it's going to be expensive, and my Xbox One is still fairly new.
yeah.
So
And that's the other thing is, even though I got my TV upwards of 6 years ago, it still feels brand new. You know, so technology like this to me, I don't like letting go, or I don't like upgrading because it's still like good. It's good stuff. You know,
Right.
and I hope that Samsung or Philips or anybody that hears this is like, well, we got to make TVs that break. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do that because
I still have my 32-inch 1080p TV from 2006 that I bought. The one that I bought like right when I moved into your house, actually, and I still have it. It still runs phenomenal. There's no dead
Yeah.
pixels or anything.
Yeah. So, thank you for making sturdy TVs, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. They probably like, oh, we made them to break, but they're just taking care of them too damn well.
Right.
Damn it!
We expected them to get angry and throw a
Throw
remote
shit
through.
at it.
Play the Wii and just
Yeah.
Yeah, well, those
They
are
made
boost.
the TV.
VR. It'll bring it back though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
These screens are actually made of paper, so we don't touch them. You know, they're like super thin.
Yeah. And the main reason why I don't feel the need to buy like a 4K resolution monitor is because I've got a 144 hertz refresh rate, 24-inch LCD, and with the NVIDIA GeForce, you can do like the virtual 2K, virtual 4K, where it scales it to look like that. And so it's not true 4K resolution, but your games look so much like cleaner.
Yeah, it upscales the resolution and then downscales it to your
Down to the
monitor,
1080.
and then it looks really,
So
really
that's
Some
nice.
science
Yeah.
magic in there.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like,
They do, yeah. Mine does that too. It's if
so I play a lot of my games in 2K already. Just
it really puts a cinematic feel to it.
yeah,
A lot of it really good. Yeah, effects.
yeah, cutscenes and everything. That's like holy crap, this is
Yeah,
fantastic. So
it's kind of like in photography. If you or cinema or anything, you take a video at a higher resolution and then downscale it,
Compress it to the-
compress
yeah.
it like anything that's 1080p, like a camera isn't recording at 1080p. It's recording at a higher resolution. So when it, pixel blending and stuff, and good stuff there. Yeah. So one of my questions is, who's asking for this shit? Really? I don't know.
Look,
Is there a demand?
no, I don't think so. But the companies want to make money.
Yeah.
right. Well, it's
And
like
that kind of was a surprise to me. Like, we're upgrading our consoles. What? What? What?
The PlayStation one, part of the reason they're doing it is to be ready for VR. Like, they need
they got
more processing power to get VR to work.
Yeah.
Xbox
They
is
really
probably
want
very
to push
similar.
this VR on people. Man.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the internet ruining everything, and everyone when the Vive or the Vive or whatever it was first came out, or the Oculus, when it was like 2 years ago, and they were like showing a headset and they're like, this is virtual reality, and everyone was like, holy shit, on Facebook, I need this. Like, it blew up,
Yeah.
and it's like we've talked
I don't
about,
know
it's
if
gonna
people-
fizzle out.
I don't know if people realize the realities of VR. Like, okay,
The
you want the
virtual
Oculus,
realities?
but like,
Yeah,
put it on and play with it for 10 minutes, and then afterwards you're gonna throw up because
Yeah.
it's really not.
I was nauseous just from that 6 minutes of
Yeah.
playing that monster game. That,
But, I mean, they fixed a lot of that stuff. We were using old tech, but
Yeah. Well, they say they fixed it, but it's still
a lot of people are playing it online already.
really.
Yeah.
Maybe
Even
it's just-
Hunter does it VR all the time. Yeah.
maybe
They're loving it. People are liking it that have it. I mean, I just
maybe it gets
haven't.
time to used to. Maybe you got to get used to it.
Maybe, and I'm sure there's certain people that won't be able to play, but
Yeah.
there's already just people that can't play first-person shooters.
right, because
Yeah.
they get vertigo and all that. They're like, oh.
Yeah.
I think VR is only going to work for certain types of games. Like, you can't, obviously, side-scrolling games on VR.
That'd be awesome. What are you talking
How
about?
that work?
Looking
Yeah.
back and forth to see how
just-
far you got to go.
right? It's
In
like
two dimensions.
like in Paper Mario when you
Yeah.
turn it to 3D. Holy crap, that's forever.
Yeah.
I used one of those headsets. It was pretty heavy. Like, my nose where my glasses sit was hurting, like, all day after. But But it was immersive.
Yeah.
I'm more looking forward to the augmented reality.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, me too.
I think it'd be cooler to see a big screen in front of you in augmented reality than completely shut yourself off of from the rest of the world, you know, so.
Right, that's got to be more expensive, though.
Well, we don't know.
Right,
It's Microsoft. It could be, could not be. I don't know. Do you think that the Xbox is upgrading to get that augmented reality out as well on top of that? Do you think they're doing the
I think
simultaneous
they're
thing with
gonna
that?
adopt VR also. Like I believe.
True VR?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
One of them, the Oculus. Which one's the PlayStation one?
Morpheus.
So I think Oculus will probably be on Xbox One
Yeah.
sometime next year, and that the Scorpio is going to help that. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the AR stuff since
Yeah.
2 E3s ago, I guess. But
Yeah, I didn't see it this time.
there's nothing this
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
I think it's just VR so popular. That
I think the PlayStation's is not responsive to your head movement. I think it's just a giant screen, 3D screen. That's what I heard. I heard it from, who would I have heard that from? God.
God,
Read it somewhere.
God told you.
God told me. It's like, hey, Dima, it's not what you think, buddy. Alright, God.
Not what you
No,
think.
what you
Tell me.
Have you seen some of the augmented reality stuff that Microsoft is coming out with? I saw like a little demo, and it was like a living room setup and the TV, and they had a projector that like scanned the whole room, and so like it showed a first-person shooter, and the guy was shooting his gun, and it made a wave effect that looked like the guy's bookshelf was vibrating and all this stuff. It could make it look
Yeah.
like it's snowing, kind of weird,
Yeah, I've seen
like
that.
that.
It's really
Could be.
cool.
That would be
It's really
phenomenal.
cool. I like it.
So maybe with LED projectors, if they're cheaper, could see some of that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Not enjoyed. I really enjoyed looking at it. If you guys want to send me one,
Yeah.
so I can
Test it
explore
out,
with
man.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, we'd love to check it out. So just go ahead and
for the 20 of you that watch this, send one our way. Pull together,
thing
please.
is not even out yet.
Man,
It's not a product.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah,
pull together and
In case
That's
Microsoft is
hypothetical.
watching, though,
yeah. In case
Bill
Microsoft,
Gates is watching.
Google is watching.
Google's always watching. So.
Google, send me one.
just do it. Just do it. Give back a little bit.
Any other thoughts? I shouldn't even say that. I should just end it. Okay, I think we're done.
blurred lines. What about like DMR on the PC? Kind of making it more like a console where there's less freedom with like your games. Like Blizzard, for example, on StarCraft 2, you couldn't play without the internet.
Oh yeah,
I
all
thought
their
that was pretty weak.
Blizzard's pretty.
And they're getting
Good
into.
at
and they did that with all their games now.
Yeah.
Even the old ones you can't.
They're doing the whole like controller switch too, so you go to controller on the PC.
And then Xbox is going to get mouse and keyboard. I
Yeah.
heard.
Yep.
So it's like
Yeah.
a switcheroo. Why?
Sweet.
Yeah.
We can shoot people in Overwatch better.
Yeah, that's what it is.
PlayStation's
yeah.
always had keyboard and mouse support. Not many people use it. But
Not in games. I don't think.
Hmm.
Maybe some games, but for the most part, it's.
it's just for
I mean, you could like type and
right.
doodle around
It's
or
not as
something.
comfortable, I don't think.
Well-
The gamepad, you can just kind of...
Yeah.
And most of the
You
times,
can be lazy
if you're
for-
playing a console,
lazy.
you're probably on a couch, and that does not.
Yeah.
That's not how keyboards work. So,
Yeah. How do you?
or a mouse, definitely not on your knee. It never works on the couch. So,
And that's really, I think when PCs. I don't know if there's PC people. Like, I don't know if there's a group of people that are in
Done.
control of all PCs, and they're like,
Oh.
okay, we need to make PCs more comfortable. How do we do it? Maybe Steam does. Maybe those guys do. Like, okay, they're obviously not on a couch playing this stuff. How can we get them to the couch? So they came out with, you can.
Big picture.
This is actually really interesting, and I want to do this with my setup. Is you can take any old shitty laptop that you have, put on Steam, and connect it to your powerhouse PC, right? And take your laptop there and plug it into your TV. You have a controller, and then this will process the game, and it'll send it to your little shitty laptop to just display. Because all you need is 1080.
Yeah, as long as your laptop's
you know,
got the
that's
1080.
it. And it's just streaming your gameplay, and it's actually really cool. There's no latency that I found that bothered me.
Wow.
There's probably latency, but I didn't see any that really affected me. And it was really cool to see like The Witcher 2 at max res on a piece of crap, you know,
Right.
and just going through my TV, and I thought it was really awesome. So
I think and I think that the lag, because it would have to be something where it's like it processes and then it sends it, and then it sends your response back, and it's everything that's processed through here. So
all it has to send back is the controller input. That's it.
right, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But you're only playing like first person, or not first person. You're only playing single player games.
Oh yeah. Well,
If
I
you were
don't know,
trying to
yeah.
play multiplayer games, I wonder if
I don't
that's when
know,
you notice.
I don't know.
Running
You
around
have to have a
playing.
pretty good router. I mean, wired is the best. And I mean, right now our internet technology honestly hasn't caught up to our router technology.
Yeah.
We're nowhere near 50 megabits. 100 megabits.
And they'd have
all that
gigabit
stuff.
forever.
Yeah. So if we're I'm transmitting so much,
Right.
from this, and the router is, I'm sorry, I'm transmitting a lot, but not enough for the router to be like bogged down, like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
too much. So it's really quick, it's really fast. It's not a problem, especially if you're doing wired. And then now they have gigabit wireless, routers, which is insane. Yeah, insane. Yeah. So,
All right. Have to check into that. Not that there's a need for it yet, but
yeah. I guess like that kind of application where
Right, yeah.
you're
I think you
landing
can
or something.
stream your Xbox to your PC also now. The other way. You were saying
Yeah.
the PC to the TV. I think you can go the other way now. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I think it's a thing.
So you have a smaller screen to play
Yeah,
on
and you have to set
yeah.
a desk.
Now you sit in your desk.
with a controller.
Yeah.
See, that's my
Maybe the PC ups the graphics somehow. I
I
don't know.
doubt it. But
yeah.
possibly.
Hopefully, maybe.
Who knows?
I think the reason, one of the applications is, say your wife's on the TV or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and then so you can just stream it to your PC, and then still your Xbox is still processing it all, but the
Oh, I
TV is
see.
available.
I see.
Right.
I see. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I like about the Wii U, is
Oh yeah.
that it comes with a controller with a TV, and you can just sit there and play while other people. And I like that actually.
It is nice when you don't want to boot up your projection TV.
Right.
Damn, this is going to take the next 10 minutes. I've only got 15 minutes to game.
Well, you, in the process of, you're like, okay, that thing's still booting out. I'm almost done with this level here. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's useful, somewhat.
So, in conclusion, I don't know. I'm not gonna upgrade yet. I'm gonna wait 7 to 10 years.
Jeez, that'll be the
By the time the
PlayStation
next
6?
console comes out.
PlayStation 6 come out, and it won't even be like on TV anymore. It'll be like a console you put on your head, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be.
You shove this chip right into your eyeball,
sweet.
and then everything you see is just right there.
Just glasses that you put on.
Yeah.
That's it.
I might eventually break down and buy the Scorpio, but not immediately when it comes out. I still need to figure out what it's actually going to do for me. So
Yeah. How are you gonna work it?
what?
How are you gonna what? What it's gonna do for you? What? Make coffee?
Game
What?
wise,
Oh.
like what's it going to improve?
What's a Scorpio? What is?
Just a
The
new
new-
Xbox One, a stronger one.
It's not the Slim.
No,
Yeah,
Oh.
coming
they
out
announced
with
both
that.
of those, but the Slim is the same as the Xbox
Scorpio
One,
is
just
the
smaller,
4K.
slimmer,
Oh,
with
Okay.
HDR.
So that way they can charge
Is
you
it
$200 for it.
bigger? Because the Slim's smaller. Did they make a
Scorpio's
bigger one?
probably
I
bigger.
don't know if they showed the physical. I don't know how.
That's probably
How long it
the
is,
size
but-
of my tower there.
Well,
It's just a piece.
and it's
It
like
is
you're-
a PC.
It's like
yeah.
you're talking about with the, who's pushing this? Is there a real demand for this? I don't think there is, and I think it's just the planned obsolescence that everyone picked up from Steve Jobs, you asshole.
Yeah.
It's like Apple. Okay,
It's
you can
like
get
Apple.
the iPod, you can get the
iPhone
iPod Mini, you
every
can get
2
the
years.
iPod Touch, you can get the iPod
Yeah.
Nano, you can get the iPod Shuffle if you need one smaller. Oh, now iPad Air, iPad
Well,
iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah,
6,
I buy a new
7.
phone every 2 years, so
Yeah.
Right, and we don't need to. And it's like Samsung, the Galaxies. They used to be you could do your own size SD card,
We
and now the S7s come fixed. Battery
we went to
and
GCI and we were like looking through the phones, and I was like, cool. I could get one because I'm on a plan where I could just upgrade my phone.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, but this one's not broken and it works really well, and I don't really need to. And but the Galaxy Note 5 looks awesome, right?
Yeah.
Has a little thing you push out, a little stylish, you draw on things. I'm like, oh yeah, I could see myself using this.
once
Never, you know, like
first day.
cool.
Yeah, and then you just don't have the time to pull it out every
It's
time
just
after
yeah, you know, yeah. Like, what am I gonna do with it? Where, like maybe I'm gonna be in a meeting. Yeah, right. You know,
Yeah.
Hey, you had a
Uh,
meeting
working my
almost
9 to
earlier
5.
this week. You could have been
we
using
had.
it.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
That's the one reason you should have bought that for.
the one reason.
And
Instead, we used worthless paper.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
stupid paper that asked you
I
guys
wrote it on an
to.
envelope because I don't have paper. I don't even know why I have envelopes.
Yeah, you don't have paper to send.
What are you gonna
In
send?
the envelopes.
In an envelope in an envelope.
Yeah, just write something on it.
Inception
Justin,
envelopes.
why is this on an envelope, man?
And then I
can't
took a
tell.
picture of it, so it's still digital.
Nice. So that's great.
Oh, that's fantastic. I was wondering why you're holding
That's
it.
the
It
backup.
looks the
Yeah.
same.
The
Look,
backup.
in case we needed a physical copy for
Oh,
our
see,
digital
that's
show.
he can't see that small text. He has to. It's
Blow it
bigger and
Right.
There we
see,
go.
like ML. Look at that.
And mortal.
My list.
Oh, my
My
list.
list.
It's in code.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The RL
Shorthand on my
stuff.
lists, and then I'll use real words when I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah. We don't need
Gotcha.
to. We don't need to know what it says, really.
As long as he understands that we're
Mark's an asshole.
Chris, what's your take
That's
on
what
that?
MAS stands for.
yeah.
My take on the whole thing?
Yeah.
Marks.
It kind of sucks.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah. Well, have you
Leave it.
kept up with like the new consoles? Do you have a PS4, Xbox
I
One?
don't. Just because I don't have enough money to have both.
Uh huh.
Do you have an Xbox One?
I have an Xbox One.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
Yeah.
do.
So at least you have one of the newest gens.
And a Wii U.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's all right. I
Sweet.
mean, you have like what? How many games for that?
At least one.
At least one.
At least one. The one that
Max
comes with it.
Twitter 34.
And Smash Bros. I mean,
That's it.
No.
Well, I think Mario Kart is a lot better than that.
it came with Mario 3D. Haven't beat it.
Do you get to drive Mario Kart with your iPad?
How does that work?
I don't
yeah?
know. I don't have that.
Oh, you should get it.
And then
Just
tell
so you
us.
can tell us how it works.
Okay.
So the next time we have you on as a guest, we can discuss that. So how does it work? Does it
And I'll be like, yep. Yeah. And then I can go home.
Yeah. All right.
Just pop in. Yep.
Nicely done, Chris. Yeah, just that's the other thing is money. Kickstarters are slowing down because people are out of money, and probably because people just don't trust Kickstarters anymore. Man, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of those. Like,
so many things you can just throw your money
well,
at.
we got $1 million.
Even the ones that do work, like Mighty Number 9, that was kickstarted. It's the Mega Man.
Yeah,
That is a bad game.
yeah,
They got terrible reviews and everybody hates it.
yeah.
So and that was a game that actually got made. A lot of them don't even get made. So
I mean, listen, if I got financed $1 million to make a game that I've had maybe halfway complete, I would maybe work 2% more on it, release it, and keep the $1 million.
Right, that's
You know, I'm gonna go live on my yacht. Screw this. You know?
yeah.
the greed of mankind.
We're like, I think the worst was what, the Oculus Rift, right? Did they sell that to Facebook
Yeah.
for like $2 billion?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then,
bunch of assholes.
but they still got their Oculus. You know, the
Yeah.
original backers, which was that was good. But yeah, I mean, I think that they used Kickstarter to get their name out to make this hype, and then Facebook took that and like, oh yeah, well we believe in this. You know, maybe they didn't.
Right.
Who cares?
Well, it's because Facebook was regulating. Oh, we see how many likes, and everyone's sharing this
Yeah.
nonsense technology that's now an actual thing. Because before it was not real.
Nintendo did it with the Virtual Boy.
Right, but that's like just a 3D headset. It's not really.
It was
like,
awesome. Tennis
Yeah,
was
It
fun.
was awesome.
Tennis was super cool. Move forward.
I lost all time at playing at the demo at the Fred Meyers or Walmart or whatever they had it. I lost
Ken
all
had
track
one. I
of
got to
time.
play it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It was the only good game that he had, though. So
First time I had to take a break from playing video games because it just like burns your retinas.
that's black and red. What a terrible.
Yeah, that was a bad scheme, but
Yeah.
That looked cool, but it did hurt. I don't know why they put that in there.
hurts so
They put
good.
2 CRTs in there.
yeah, that's what they did. Yeah,
So
You know,
they had a stand at least.
We're gonna get eye cancer.
probably.
We all have eye cancer already.
Your shirt is blue. It's red. Blue, red.
blue, red. Yeah.
Yeah.
3D then. Right?
That's how it happens.
Just put on some 3D.
Well, to wrap it up, you know, I don't know. Maybe if those Mongols see this, they're gonna be like, they figured us out. Should shut them down immediately or something. I don't know. That's our take on it. We'll see you next episode, guys.